Hello, my real name is actually Lee Kin Wing. Joseph Germani is just a name that I use because it sounded cool, and the team that I usually support during World Cup is Germany, so I'm kidding. I'll tell you why I call myself Joseph Germani later in this video. To begin at the beginning, let me try that again. To begin at the beginning, I was born into this world on the date 12 April 1991. My mother was chilling on the hospital bed with her birthday cake still in front of her from yesterday, and I decided it's time for me to come to this world. I was born in a hospital in Pudu, which is in Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia, and yes, both of my parents are Chinese, so I'm pure Chinese. Well, my grandmother is half Thai, so that makes my mom quarter Thai, so I'm like 1/8 Thai and 7/8 Chinese. LOL. I don't know. When I was 1 year old, my parents got divorced. I don't really remember much about it, but I was told that I was brought to court and apparently the judge spoke to me, and at the end of that story was the custody was given to my mom. My so-called biological father cheated on my mom with another woman, and we moved back to my grandparents' house. I was probably too young to understand what's happening back then. Slowly I began to realize that the adult conversations that I'm not allowed to participate in when I was a child was two adults not loving each other enough to stay together. Not even a child of his own was strong enough of a reason to not screw around and cheat on his wife. For most of my childhood that I still remember, most of the days I stay with my mom, and some weekends I'll be over at I don't even know what to call him. Let's call him E. Some of the weekends I'll be at E's house with that disgusting woman that he cheated on with their 3 children. I remember they have nice things at their home, CD player, 2 TVs, while me and my mom was just happy with just a small TV that could play Dr. Mario. My mom was a pro, by the way. If esports were available back then, I'm pretty sure my mom would be the faker of Dr. Mario. Come to think of it, E was an ass. I couldn't believe that one person could live their life knowingly, abandon the 2 person that was supposed to be important to him, that was supposed to be who he should think about giving happiness to. So thanks to this person, this little boy, which the parents call him Joseph, even though E didn't remember to put his name on the birth certificate because he was probably too nervous, and I don't know, maybe he was happy to register his child. So in my birth cert, my name is Lee Kin Wing. My mom told me that I was gonna be named Joseph if I were a boy, or Josephine if I was a girl. At least there's one conversation between my parents that I'll have in my memory that at least I was something that they were looking forward to. I know maybe some of the comments of this video would be forgiveness is the freedom of life, learn to forgive and so on, but before you say that, how could you forgive someone that chose lust over love? Someone that forgets the birthday of his son, someone who most of his life was absent to me. What about me? Anyways, I have no interest in knowing this person at all, so I think E should live his life on and never try to contact me ever. If you're watching this, E, let's agree to be strangers for the rest of our lives. Fast forward, I turned 5. One day my mom dressed me up and brought me to a hotel to meet a man, an Italian man, that she was dating. Ciao. I wasn't shy at all, and we fit in as a family instantly. His name is Mauricio Joseph Germani, so that's why I call myself Joseph Germani. I took over his last name. The next thing I know, we're in a cab, we moved into a condo in the middle of KL to live a new life. It was great, I finally knew how it feels like to have my own room, yay! But most of the time I slept on the front door of my mom and my stepdad's room. I always thought there's monsters in my own room, so I was afraid to be alone. Comes kindergarten. I faintly remember it all, but I remember I had to switch kindergartens because I was getting too many Chinese homework, which both of my parents can't help me with, so I hated the subject, because I always have to go to class with no homework done. Growing up, my mom took education very seriously. I went to an all-boy primary school called SRK Jalan Pasar 1. She wouldn't put me in Jalan Pasar 2 because my cousin was there, and she predicted if I was with them, I would probably not concentrate on my studies at all. She was definitely right. Thanks, mom. I went on to be like the top 2 and top 3 student in my class. I'm the geek student who thinks that homeworks are fun, and I was competitive, especially with a nemesis called Simon. Jang. We would compete, and most of the time he would be above me, but there was one time I got first place in a monthly exam, and I think I celebrated lah, which led to Simon crying in class, and both of our moms would be in the school canteen having housewife arguments after that. Come to think of it, it's actually really funny. I became a librarian and Simon became a prefect. I mean, it's easy to see who made the smarter choice, right? He had to patrol around the school under the heat, and I get to be around books in a full blast fan room. Ha! Okay, I do wonder though, how does it feel like to have the authority to write someone's name under your naughty list? That power. I'll never get to experience that anymore, in this life at least. Comes the year 2000, Standard 3, my glorious year. There's an exam at the end of the year which is called PTS, which stood for Penilaian Tahap 1. Every year since 1996, 15 to 20 students will be chosen to take this exam, and if they pass, they are given a golden ticket to skip Standard 4 and jump straight to Standard 5. I knew what I had to do, so I studied hard. Fast forward, the exam's done. One fine day in the morning, my house phone rang. My mom picked it up because I was probably sleeping after a full night of Pokemon hunting. My mom put down the phone and told me, "You passed the exam!" Shit, I was gonna be a PTS student, yay! I want to give credit to my mom here. She really took care of me, her only child. She was strict, but she was always encouraging me to be who I want to be and telling me what I can become. She's the best. That night, while I was Pokemon hunting on my bed, she came in and told me, "If you think you can handle jumping to Standard 5, you do it. If you don't think so, it's fine. You choose. Mommy loves you." I brushed it off and said, "Okay, I'm sleepy, good night." But I was crying and I was too shy to show it. I didn't understand why I cried, but now I do. It's experiencing an unconditional love from a mother. Thanks, Mom. I love you. As a kid, I was obsessed with TV. I would be watching TV dramas and I always aspired to be like the main characters of the show. I'll sing the theme song and pretended to be like them. When there was a show about pilots, I'd tell my friends I want to be a pilot. When there's a show about swimming, I'll join the aquatic club. When there's a show about firefighting, I want to join the fire brigade cadet. I guess that's where I low-key realized that acting was gonna be my passion. Besides that, one of my favorite pastime was playing video games. One of the games that I was obsessed with is Ragnarok Online, RO. I'll rush home from school to be online and hang out with my online guild members, strategize for the next guild war, and fantasize about having a ghost ring card someday. No, it didn't happen. I had fun Azura striking people on PvP though. There are other games that I was very into, but maybe next time I'll talk more about it. High school was confusing. There's now girls, new subject, new group of people that you want to fit in. I slowly changed from the geek who will finish his homework to a kid who would look forward to going to the arcade on the weekends to see who I can beat on Daytona Advanced level. You know, in every group of friends there's always one fat boy. Yep, that fat boy happened to be me. I didn't really care about taking care of my weight. I mean, who does during their teenage years? Am I right? I'm the boy who would order chicken rice with an extra portion of rice because I'd finish the first bowl of rice even before the chicken arrives. Yes, I love food. So being a fat boy, it's easy to be bullied for it. I had so many nicknames that were bad, really bad. Automatically, I became the kid who no one picks to be in their football team during PJ time, and if they had to, I'll automatically become a defender because of my size. Fat shaming man. I always do win a medal during shot put though. I wonder why. Is it called shot put? I have no idea. In school, I'll always look forward to English classes because that's where I feel most in control. Growing up in a household who primarily communicates in English, it was easy learning and expressing in class. And thank God I had great English teachers. One of the highlights of my secondary school life was my English Week essay writing competition entry. I always loved writing story-based essays. So I submitted my story and won the essay competition. Aha! It was a story about a guy experiencing the day that he received his SPM results. I wish I still had a copy of the essay though, but I don't. Funny story is, some days after I won the competition, me and some of my friends were caught by a teacher for making too much noise in class because there was no teacher in our class. Duh. We had to sit in front of another class as punishment, you know, to shame us. And I realized that the teacher was teaching my essay to the class that I was in. Life. What a great example, Joseph. Fast forward, after high school, I was thinking, what career should I pursue? What should I study next? The first choice was actually to be a pilot, but my mom wouldn't allow it because there was a time where I lied to my mom that my eyesight started to be blurry, but actually all I wanted was just a pair of glasses to fit in my friends who wear glasses because, you know, it was cool. Back then, no perfect eyesight equals no being a pilot. Then I made a decision to spend one whole day in the bookstore. I browsed through all of the sections and told myself if there was a section that kept me interested, that is what I should study. After going through some racks of books, I was stuck in the interior design section. I knew then I should pursue interior design. So I enrolled myself in Raffles Institute in KL. I was told that my grandfather was a developer and he was a contractor, so interior design was kinda in the blood, I guess. At the time, I was in a relationship and in the middle of my study, I got a text saying that I'm selected, or should I say, kena NS. So I had to defer my study and fly to Bintulu, Sarawak for 3 months for national service. It was fun though, national service. A lot of people actually loved it despite so many people that tries to avoid it. I learned so much about leadership and that trust had to be won over. I was the leader of my company, Delta. My title was SUO, Senior Under Officer, I think. Despite good times, I had bad ones there too. One of the weekends I was there using my phone and I found out that my girlfriend at the time was actually cheating on me. Such cliche, but whatever. It was about that time that SARS started happening. And one fine day during our camping briefing, they announced my name and I had to immediately go to the office. I was shocked. I went in. They told me that I had to get the next flight out because my mom was very ill. So I left Bintulu and went back home. My mom had a stroke. It was one of the scariest moments in my life. The fear of losing my one and only best friend in the world, my mom. So I stayed back to take care of my mom and continued my journey into becoming an interior designer. She got better though. Here's where I also started watching a lot of YouTube videos. At the time, it was Wang Fu Productions, Ryan Higa, Kev Jamba, David Choi. They were doing it as their jobs, which was very exciting for me to watch. I wanted to be a YouTuber, so I started to make one video at a time. At the time, during my degree, during business classes where a lecturer would teach on how to start your own interior design firm, all I was thinking about was how to start my own YouTube channel that I can make it to my career. So after graduation, I was given two roads for me to take: interior design or YouTube. I told myself since I studied 3 years of interior design that I should give it a shot. So I had one particular interior design firm that I wanted to work with. I went in for an interview and later on they told me that their company is full and they are not taking new staff at the moment. Glad and a little afraid, I decided to work on my YouTube channel full time for 3 months. And my parents was like, "What the heck? You want to make videos as a career now? Can meh?" So we made a deal. I sold everything that I had and bought a Canon 60D. At that point, I jumped onto every opportunity that I can. I was filming on-ground events videos for Adidas, being an MC on events, and saying yes to every video making opportunity. One day, a guy called J Boy was talking to me on Twitter and asking me if I want to act in a video, and the catch was I had to cross-dress. I was like, YOLO! And that video went on to be the first collaboration video that went viral in Malaysia. Aren't we all waiting for Awing Part 2? Haha! Here is also where the 5 YouTube channels met each other and started collaborating. That's probably the beginning of the Malaysia YouTube scene. As time goes by, my channel was at 2,000 subscribers and it seems like it was going well. And one of my big spikes on my YouTube channel was also my collaboration with Hong Kong YouTuber Meng Zai. I've seen so many people sharing his video and I was interested to see if we can do something together. All I did was just ask and he said yes. So here's the lesson that I want to share with all of you. If you don't knock the door, it will never open. If you knock, it just might. What do you have to lose if the door doesn't open anyways, right? At least you knock. One of my viral video, Typical Chinese Are Losers, was intentionally titled that way. When I first released the video, all the comments were mostly positive and most of them thought it was true from what I say in the video. I didn't realize it had potential to go viral at the time, so I messaged everyone on my Facebook list and told them to share this video on Facebook, but instead of saying nice things about it, write hateful comments about it so that it will intrigue people to watch the video and input their own opinions on it. Then voila! The video went on to be viral, mostly hated because it reached the right community that I was talking about. I knew that later on, when they see more videos from me, that hate can be turned to love. I mean, look at Kanye West, Justin Bieber. Although I won't advise you guys to try to get attention this way lah, but this was a part of my journey. Slowly but surely, Team Germ was formed, and here is where I felt cared for. My lonely life of being the only child is now gone. Now every day I speak to people who watch my videos and my YouTube channel seems to be a promising career. Something that I can continue doing because being a YouTuber lets me live different lives, which is so exciting. It lets me express my ideas, thoughts, act, sing, laugh all under one umbrella. I started learning so much about making videos and well, remember that girl that cheated on me? We got back together. Yep, I never learned. And because of my new internet stardom, we became a couple to look at in the public eye. And I wish I could tell you the entire story, but it wasn't a relationship that was going to last. There I was trying to make this career happen, and this person was hungry for fame and fortune. So I broke it off. She was getting paid for helping me on making videos and she was also getting a huge following on her own. I remember clearly when I wanted the relationship to be over, she said, "Well, can I at least come back to the office and continue working for you?" I obviously said no. It was so clear to me, it was never about the relationship, it was about my YouTube career and money. I was devastated, it was all a lie. There I was trying to survive my emotional roller coaster, trying to tell myself that love does exist. Maybe this was just the wrong one. I told you I was a sensitive guy, right? Then sometime later she started a YouTube channel debuting her first video about how I dumped her, her life story or whatever lah, I don't know. Even started talking negative stuff about me on Twitter to make people think that I did something wrong, not her. I didn't know what happened to her, from sending me daily apologetic emails saying how sorry she is and what a horrible person she was, saying that she has changed and that even her parents said she was wrong, to start making stories about me breaking up with her because I found out that she was pregnant. It was viral though. The website about a story about how she got miscarriage. At the time, she was getting the sympathy that she wants, and there I was, having people point fingers at me saying that I'm the bad guy. Most of the projects that I was involved in at that point of time, all the clients dropped out because either they believed the story or they just didn't want to have bad publicity that was on me at the time. It was tough. So many times I've been tempted to fight back. I just didn't do it. I just want it all to end. And I thought if I said something, it would just go on and on and on. For what? Instead of fighting back, I continued doing videos with assistants with two friends that would stay in my house on weekdays, and we would work out together, make videos. It was nice, it kept me focused. Sure, what happened definitely was gonna affect my career, but I believe that the truth will win someday, no matter what. I know that being a YouTuber is my destiny, and I have to admit that several seasons of my life, I feel disconnected. I wasn't really doing what I've been doing anymore, having fun. I got lost in the whole world of number of views, number of likes, and slowly my self-confidence is shaved off. That's my biggest weakness, overthinking. A lot of people often ask me, how do I become a YouTuber? How do I get famous? Truly, I don't really have an exact answer for you, but what worked for me was to do videos that I truly enjoy. Videos that I get really excited to edit and post it up online. So here I am, 2018. And I'm gonna make sure that from now on, I'm gonna do videos to have fun, to go through this journey with the old and new viewers of my YouTube channel. We will learn, we will fall, we will get back up, and ultimately we will be doing life together. So here is a part of my life that you know now. You've gotten to know me a little better. Hopefully in the future, I had a chance to get to know more about you guys too. Each and every one of you. Thank you so much for watching my YouTube videos, and I dedicate 2018 for you guys. It's gonna be a great year. I know it. I guess there's nothing much to say, but yeah, buddy. But love you guys.